I saw a very, very provocative video that made a medical doctor, I wouldn't say made her or made everybody watching that clip, or everybody that has used the services of this medical doctor, to question her license, because there was a simple question asked to her, and she couldn't just answer with a very simple answer. Of course, I know she's probably protecting some people. If that's how some people can be very sick in the head, because if you can't openly answer a question that is as simple as ABCD, and you are rigorously trying to maneuver it to the sentence, or trying to gaslight, or trying to overlay an answer with your opinion in order to manipulate the situation and not get them to press you more, then this person is probably sick in the head. So watch this video, and then I will let you guys know what I really think. And it's a very interesting, annoyingly frustrating video that if care is not taken, you get mad or you react negatively, of course. But in the real sense, if they have this kind of people in the medical system, then everybody's doomed. Everybody's in trouble. People that know the truth but they refuse to say it because they're either trying to protect their name, or there's someone who is backing them up to not say some things, or say some things that pleases the person. This is the video.
You think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question.
The goal is just to establish a biological
yes or no
reality.
answer.
You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics.
Absolutely.
So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities.
Yes or
but,
no?
Can men get pregnant?
Many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women.
Can men get pregnant?
Again, as I'm saying,
Let me just remind you what you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. So can men get pregnant? You're a doctor, I think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
No, yes/no questions are.
Now she's gaslighting the Congress guy, asking him a question, trying to make it a political question when we are talking about a medical situation, a biological topic. As a licensed doctor, Verma, we're supposed to be getting an answer, a very direct answer that answers the whole question. But you can clearly see that she is gaslighting the situation and gaslighting the congressman as if he doesn't know what he's saying. And he is very, very patient, to be honest with you. Not everybody will be that patient in this situation to talk, repeat the questions over and over again, for her to keep blabbing, for her to keep gaslighting the whole thing and acting like she has no idea that this is a question that requires a very simple answer of a yes or no. What's up, bro? How are you?
About the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding.
Exactly.
This is about science and evidence, and I'm asking you.
Simple as
the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives. And you're here as an expert, called by the other side as an expert. And you've been telling us that you follow, right, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant? That's a yes or no question. It really is, I think.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
I'm not. I'm trying to get, it's not complex. I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm trying to test, frankly, your veracity as a medical professional and as a scientist.
He's
can men get
very
pregnant?
patient. A lot of people would have
You're
lost it
also
at this point.
conflating
This is
male
extraordinary.
female with
No, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different
Like,
things. There's
it's simple.
biological men and there's biological women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
What you were talking about is biological.
You're not gonna answer my question.
Oh my
Biological
goodness,
males.
who is she?
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
It's simple.
I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized and push.
I'm not
people-
trying to be polarizing. I'm
Right.
trying to ask, I think it is extraordinary that we are here in a hearing about science and about women. And for the record, it's women who get pregnant, not men.
Exactly.
Also,
We are here about the safety of women and science that shows that this abortion drug causes adverse health events in 11% of cases. That's 22 times greater than the FDA label, another fact you haven't acknowledged, and yet you won't even acknowledge the basic reality that biological men don't get pregnant. There's a difference between biological men and biological women. I don't know how we can take you seriously and your claims to be a person of science if you won't level with this on this basic issue. I thought we were past all of this, frankly.
Like,
I can't believe we're still here
Is it basic
talking about this.
info?
I am a person of science, and I'm also someone here who's here to represent the complex experiences of my patients, and I don't think polarized language or questions
But there's
serve that goal. I don't think they
there's
serve
nothing
American
polarized.
It is
in
not
this question.
polarizing to say that there is a scientific difference between men and women. And I want this to be clear and for the record. It is not polarizing to say that women are a biological reality and should be treated and protected as such.
Exactly.
That is not polarizing. That is truth. It is also, by the way, the United States Constitution, which offers unique protections to women in a variety of circumstances as women. And your refusal to recognize women as women and men as men is deeply corrosive to science, to public trust, and yes, to constitutional protections for women as women. And I think it's extraordinary that you would sit here and advance a political agenda that has been thoroughly discredited and rejected by the American people in this forum. And I'm glad we had this exchange because it is exceptionally clarifying. It is also in many ways quite depressing.
You see, the fact that we have this kind of people in the health system just shows you how doomed we are as a people. Because these are the kind of people that will not even easily get manipulated, but the people that are very wicked, that would not prescribe a pill for you. For example, if you're sick, they would rather prescribe a pill for you that will make you keep coming back and spending your money on them, trying to stay healthy, knowing fully well that there would have been a chance for you to get well in your first visit. Because this kind of qualified doctor who clearly claims that she knows science, knows that it's a very, very sensitive topic that shouldn't be sensitive. How uncommon has it become for people to feel ashamed to talk about things like that? How can you question? How can you even fathom the fact that you think men can get pregnant? Now you can't answer a simple question. It's a very simple answer. It's a yes or no answer. That she is making it very, very difficult, making it very annoying. As a matter of fact, the patience of this congressman needs to be studied, because having people like this play around instead of going straight to the point and answering your questions can lead you astray, to make you do things that you wouldn't want to do, or to make you take actions against people like this, or against people in a situation discussing or arguing about a topic like this. Let's all be guided. Men cannot get pregnant. Getting pregnant is for women. There is men, there is women. Can we stop all this nonsense, mentally sickness that people? Yeah, if you wanna be Q, be Q. If you wanna be straight, be straight. If you don't wanna be straight, don't be straight. Don't try to force people to believe in what you believe in just because you want to get more community members to join you in the system that you have created for yourself. It pisses me off when I see videos like this, and that's much about it. I saw it as a very interesting thing to talk about, and decided to talk about it with you guys.